Today we're talking about the new Amazon comedy horror film, Get Duped. So let's get started. A camping trip in the Scottish Highlands turns into a fight for survival when 4 teens become the target of vicious hunters. Hey everybody, quick thanks for stopping by my channel. If you guys love movies just like I do, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming videos. Get Duped is a new Amazon Prime original film that blends two of my favorite genres, horror and comedy. 4 teens are participating in a camping trip. They really don't want to be there. A few of them are there because they are in trouble, and so they have to kind of go on this camping trip. So it's really out of their nature to be here. One of them is an aspiring rapper, and he dresses in all white and doesn't want to get dirty at all. But once they start to go on this camping trip, and it's just against their will kind of, they run into a hunter. And so then the horror elements of this movie come out. And I gotta say that I really did enjoy this film. It's a really hilarious movie with a good sense of humor from all of the young stars within the movie. It's not a heavy horror film that you would expect from a horror comedy. It's not as bloody as I was expecting it to be, but I do find the comedy aspect of the movie to be stronger than the horror genre. Everybody in here has a good sense of humor. It's really funny. They really play off of each other. The comedy really comes natural for the 4 friends. And like I said, they're out of their elements. So watching them kind of try to participate in this trip and walk through puddles and explore the Scottish Highlands is funny for the movie because they're not used to these things. 3 of them are used to blowing up toilets and causing a lot of trouble where they live. So they're not used to these kind of things. So once we get all 4 of them together, they don't even know how to hold a map. They don't even know the direction. It's funny to see how they are going to navigate this camping trip and get to where they need to go. And that's when they run into the hunters. So the horror aspect of it, at times has a creepy vibe for the hunters that are hunting the 4 teenagers. They got these weird masks, and it does give off a vibe that is a little bit disturbing at times, but I was expecting it to be a lot more bloody, a lot more, suspenseful, but it's not that. And I really didn't mind it because the comedy was able to shine in here while having this story of the hunters as well. A horror comedy that comes to mind that is both bloody and funny is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. That is a film that you really need to check out if you do like horror comedy movies. Another thing that was a nice treat for this movie is the exploration of the Scottish Highlands. Just a vast open field of scenery for you guys to just really take in. It's beautiful, even though it's a horror film at times. The cinematography does work in here, capturing the open fields, wide scopes throughout the film. It really captures how alone the teenagers are, and there's really nobody there to help them. At times, some of these characters take some drugs and they hallucinate, and it's very vibrant. So the film does get very colorful at times. At the end, it becomes a little more lighthearted and focusing on just being a little bit silly. So when they are taking the drugs, things are just really weird what they are experiencing. And the horror parts of the film kind of not die off, but become less of a focus. And the film becomes less suspenseful towards the end of the movie. There was even a part in the film where I paused it and I honestly expected it to be over. I didn't know how long I was watching it for. The way that they presented the certain storyline with the characters, it almost seemed like the film was over. And then I was wondering, where are they going to go from this? Because I paused and I still had, I don't remember how much time left, but I felt like the story was over and the movie was just wrapping up. But then it had a significant amount of time left. I was like, where are we going to go with the characters and their story? And the film isn't very long in the first place. It just seemed like the story was wrapping up pretty early on in the movie. Nonetheless, I think Get Duped was a pretty entertaining movie. Really good performance from our 4 young teenagers that got a good, fun sense of humor. and watching them try to navigate the Scottish Highlands was pretty entertaining. The horror aspect of it is not as strong as the comedy part of it, but it still does work and is suspenseful at times. I'm gonna go ahead and give Get Duked a B. Thank you guys for checking my review for Get Duked. It is on Amazon Prime Video. Check it out if you guys have a chance. Let me know what you thought about the film in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming videos. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.